Football playoffs is starting to dwindle down. We have four now. I think this is cool. I think the biggest perspective that I have on this is seeing new teams, seeing new coaches. You know, even though in terms of Miami is a perennial blue blood, a lot of people know them from from the 80s to the 90s to the early 2000s. It's been a while, but they back Oregon over the last 25 years or so have been synonymous with popularity, but they haven't brought that chip in. And then you see in Indiana and Ole Miss coming up that haven't been anything. And with Ole Miss, with Lane Kiffin and all that, and they still here with Trinidad Chambliss. I think that's awesome. I think he's a great story just as well as I think Indiana is also a great story. With that, I think the biggest thing out of this is the competition. The other thing is how NIL deals work, how the transfer portal work, had to have a good coach at the right time. You have to hit these three things right on point to get to this level. I think you're going to see that a lot more often as these college football playoffs kind of shuffles around and move around and to get it right. Is there going to be an additional 4 teams, or are they going to go to a 16 format? I like the format where it's at, but the money talks, money walks, right? So you can see some variance of this, but people are talking about conferences and how they're changing and how they're altering. If you would have went back to 5-10 years ago, you would have had Miami in the ACC. You got Oregon in the Pac-12, Indiana in the Big Ten, Ole Miss in the SEC. Now you're going to have these bigger conferences, and that's what you're seeing now. So those are going to be out the window. So now these players can go anywhere they want based on what works better. And that's why in my opinion, that's half of why I think Nick Saban bounced out, because he knew what was coming up. The name of the game is trying to get these things all in line. So I think a shout out to every team that's in here. May the best team win. Awesome. Peace.